Hi everybody, and welcome to the 19th episode of Daisy Knits, and it is February 24th. I'm Daisy, Jennifer, either one, and you're sitting with me in the floor of my neighbor room, not craft room. I said that last week and I'm sorry. It's our neighbor room. It's a guest room that we use for, obviously, guests, and the shop hangs out here. So that's where we're hanging out. I found that I really like that backdrop, so that's where we're at. So, how are y'all? I hope not being hammered with the snow crap that we're dealing with outside. We woke up to blizzard warnings this morning. So, yay February. What's up with this? It was 72 this past weekend. Today is Wednesday and we are having a blizzard. And, they say by Sunday it's supposed to be back up to like 61 degrees. I don't get it, but it meant that everything was canceled. So we're at home all in our jammy jams and just being bums today. So let's get started, shall we? I don't have anything finished today. Just, it didn't happen. So what I do have is I have fugly. This is what I've got left of the yarn. And fugly is a granny square blanket that I'm just going to keep going around and around until I run out of yarn. I took a bunch of mini skeins and different extras that I had left over, and I magic knotted them all together, and I'm not even like trimming as I come up upon it. I don't know, let's see if you can see that. I just kind of like crochet over the two ends and keep right on going. I'm not sure who's going to end up with this. So far, kids have asked for it. The dog tried to like put it in his mouth and walk off with it the other day. So he's got a home. He's just, got to get finished. So that's what's going on here. I'm using a hook that I have no idea what size is. It doesn't say. It's like yay big, Oh, there's my finger. Yeah, my fingers are, I played in the dye pot this week, and so I have very, very dirty fingers today. Sorry. They're not dirty, they're stained. They are dyed with black, see? Yeah. It's what happens when your syringe falls into the dye solution that's black, and you don't even think, and you just reach in and grab it, you end up with dirty fingers. So, sorry. I am sipping some tea out of my ZK cup because it's cold outside and I needed tea for fortification. For this next project, I think I told y'all I was going to do a pair of socks a month. That was my goal. And I realized the other day that March 1st is next Monday, Tuesday. Next Tuesday maybe. Like, it's right around the corner, and I hadn't started these. So, last week, I kind of got my tuchus in gear. One of the things I'd also been waiting on were these needles, which I will review in a few minutes, because there's a whole thing behind these needles. So, I got the needles in, and I cast on a pair of socks. And over the course of 3 days, this is how far I've got in 3 days with those needles. And it occurs to me that I was not going to finish these in time. So what I did was I went back and I grabbed a pair of DPNs, which are, these are saying in my needle gauge they're a size 2, US 2, and I forgot to look up the metric on that. Knitter's Pride DPN. These, I'm a huge DPN girl, and I love my wooden ones, so I went and grabbed a pair of these, and my son, Sunday night, asked to watch Captain America. We're slowly going through the Marvel movies together as a family, and he's been begging for that. So Sunday night, him and I sat down together, and we watched Captain America. And I cast on with my DPNs, and I got all the way to this stitch marker right here. That is what I did during a 2-hour movie on DPNs, compared to what I did over 3 days. So, I told my husband, I'm just going to fly with these bad boys and go on. So yesterday I finished off my leg, I turned my heel, and I zoomed down the foot. I'm actually ready to start my toe. So I switched back my needles and I put, sock number 2 technically on my crazy needles, and I put sock number 1 on my DPNs, and I'm going to zoom now and catch up. So those are the only 2 things I'm working on actively this week. I didn't give the mitts any love. I should probably tell you some things. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let me see if I've got the yarn ball in, or the yarn cake. I do. I told you all about the needles, but I didn't tell you anything about the yarn. The yarn is from Sock Bunny Studios, and it is the Janie Fingering Base, which is an 80-10-10 MCN blend. This is a skein that I've been hoarding now for 2 years, so I decided I needed to knit my precious. It's not like I don't know Kimberly and I can't say, hey, I want more yarn. It's not even like I don't have her yarn. I've got 3 skeins of it downstairs. So I decided I was just going to knit it up. That's what I've been doing. So that's the yarn. Now I'll tell you about my crazy needles. Sorry. These crazy needles. This is the package, and I got these off of Etsy. I think with shipping, it was like right at $12. And what you get is 3, they're not quite L-shaped needles, V-shaped needles. You get 3 of these. And they say, I'm not crazy. Oh, right there. See? Big bold. They say 2.5 millimeter, 1.5 US. I totally disagree. Totally disagree. When I went to go get a set of DPNs to do sock number 2, I picked up the first pair. I picked up my 2.75. No, my 2.5. And when I was holding them, they felt so much thinner. So I got out a needle gauge, and these read up in my needle gauges, and I tried, I think, 4 of them because I have multiples. All of them said they were either a 2. One of them even said it was a 3. But I would not say that these were a US 2.5 at all. So first of all, let me fair warn you, not what I would consider a 2.5. Second of all, the other kind of cool thing about these is they bend. Look at that. Like, they're wiggly. If you're used to working on metal needles, these feel really funny. If you're used to working on even my wooden needles, these feel funny. And I think that might be why I'm slower, is because they have so much give. I think that if you are new to sock knitting, or if you have arthritic fingers maybe, joints that need that little bit of give, if you're used to bamboo, these really might be a good option to try. The curve, I should show this to you. The way they do it is, like I said, you get 3 needles. So you're actually working half a sock. So for that aspect of it is really cool to be able to have half your sock on one and half your sock on the other for color work, patterns, charts, things like that. That would be very handy. And you really just kind of push all of them up over, and then you knit across. At least that's how I did. For me, I think I'm too used to my DPNs. I can knit with them, and I won't say that I hate them. I would rate these right above like Magic Loop or 2 Circs, but I definitely will go for my DPNs the first time. I was not anticipating them to be this springy, this flexible. So, if you are interested, I can link the shop that I bought them from. I will have these with me at the Knitting Pipeline Retreat. I am going to that this weekend, so if you want to come over and play with them, feel free to ask. And I don't know how long I'll have them after that. I have a friend who keeps saying she wants to do sock knitting, and I might let her try these and see what she thinks as a beginning knitter, sock knitter. I might see what she thinks of them. So, told you I'm going to the Knitting Pipeline Retreat this weekend. Shop will be there. Come see us. And I'll be at YarnCon April 3rd and 4th. No, 2nd and 3rd. Yeah. So that's where you can come and find me at. All my contact information will be at the end of the podcast. I don't think I really have anything else to tell y'all other than it was good to sit and chat with you. And I will see you next week. Bye. See ya.